guys. I thought there was no way that I was going to be live again tonight, but we have another tornado on the ground here. This is just off to the southwest of Toro in Louisiana. This is possibly a strong tornado on the ground. You see, that's where your velocity couplet meets up there, and then you also have your debris signature. This is 100% a tornado on the ground to the west of Toro, doing damage here in portions of west central Louisiana. This just crossed over the Texas-Louisiana border here, and again, this is definitely 100% on the ground. It is not confirmed by the National Weather Service yet, technically, but there is no doubt about it. This is a tornado on the ground once again. This is a very impressive storm here in terms of its reflectivity, its velocities, and its correlation coefficient drop there. Alright, it's pretty decently sized. So, alright, new velocity update here, still showing that pretty impressive rotation there, now off to the north and the west of Toro. This is going to be heading off towards Raton. If you're included in this tornado warning here, seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor possible of a building away from windows. There's your new debris signature. Alright, your new correlation coefficient update. A little bit more scattered, but it's definitely still there to the northwest of Toro in Louisiana. Again, this is a tornado on the ground, no doubt about it. Take cover now, guys. This is a very dangerous situation. We, again, have a tornado most likely still on the ground here. We definitely had one just a few seconds ago, but we most likely still have one on the ground. And, in fact, we may even have another tornado on the ground that's closer to the Clare area here. I'm looking at what this is. This little guy right here on the correlation coefficient drop, it does kind of match up with a velocity meet up there. So that's possibly another tornado that we had there. It may still be on the ground again. I'm not confirming that one for 100%. This one, it's pretty obvious it was on the ground for a few seconds. It's a very clear correlation coefficient drop, you know. But I'm not too sure about that other one. But this one that was just off to the northwest of Toro, it was definitely on the ground, may possibly still be on the ground. We are getting very frequent radar updates here because of the severity of this situation here. Again, this is a tornado on the ground near Toro, Louisiana, potentially still ongoing. So you got to watch out for this, guys. Again, we likely had, at the bare minimum, we had a weak tornado at the ground. That did make ground contact for at least a little bit because we were getting a debris signature there. And it looks like it was it kind of lifted to the northwest of Toro, I think, but that's not confirmed yet. We may still have a tornado on our hands. It's not too certain, though. So let's switch back over to the correlation coefficient here. That was a really bad voice crack. We should get a new update here literally any second. The National Weather Service still has not put the confirmed tag on this one. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell if this is a tornado or not northeast of Clara, but our one near Toro, that likely did do a brief touchdown, has likely lifted now. So that's good. Stay in shelter, though, anywhere in this warning here. Let's see. Again, this is still a radar-indicated threat, according to the National Weather Service. There was definitely at least a little bit of a ground contact there near Toro. But it may have lifted by now. And again, we're watching to see what this is up here. And if that was another tornado possibly to the north and the northeast of Clare. We may have had something go right through Clare. Very possibly, actually. It's hard to tell if that was/is a tornado or not. Again, this is in Louisiana. This is west central Louisiana. This is down to the south of Many in Louisiana. Again, we had a tornado touchdown at least for a few seconds, most likely somewhere near Toro in Louisiana. And we're waiting to see if this was something near Clare. Again, I'm not too convinced that that was actually a tornado. This one near Toro, I'm almost certain was actually a tornado. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way. It's going to be for 70-mile-per-hour winds. That's all the way up in Oklahoma, guys. That is ridiculous. We're all the way in Oklahoma getting 70-mile-per-hour winds. Oklahoma's not even under the severe risk in this area, but you've got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. This just crossed through Altus. It's going to be heading for Davidson, Tipton, and Frederick. This is a huge warning polygon as well. Take cover once this hits you guys. There's going to be some very damaging, very dangerous winds in parts of just a sliver of northwest Texas there, and then southwest Oklahoma. That's going to continue to move through southern Oklahoma, most likely. Probably not going to be able to last for very long, though, in that kind of environment. So let's go back out here to Louisiana. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we had a tornado on the ground at least for a few seconds near Toro. That's another new severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be from Milam County, Texas. 1.25-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Look out for that one. Our storm near Jackson, Mississippi, that was originally rotating pretty good and even produced a brief tornado. It has now lifted. If you're not aware, this did produce a tornado near Raymond and Oakley. That was what our last stream was on. Kind of went through the west part of Jackson, Mississippi. Now it's just doing some high winds, maybe some isolated bits of rotation, and very large hail. Let's go back to our storm out here in Louisiana, because again, nothing has been confirmed yet by the National Weather Service. But, I mean, again, it's hard to tell what that is near Clare. Just passed through Clare, heading towards Des. I think we definitely had a tornado somewhere near Toro. At this point, though, I think the reason the National Weather Service is not... but we definitely had something on the ground there, at least for a few tornado or anything. I know I did say possibly a strong tornado at one point. It's definitely not very strong, but there was, at the very least, a brief, weak tornado touchdown there somewhere near Toro in Louisiana. Oh, sorry. I've not been reading chat this whole time. Hello, Jackson and Mr. Storm. Alright. Do we have Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic on that storm right there? My audio's cutting out. It shouldn't be. Alright. Do we have Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic on that storm? Yeah, I don't think it's cutting out. It's not on my end, at least. Again, a little bit of messiness on what this is. I don't think that was a tornado, but it could have been. Let me know if I'm still cutting out. We have almost 200 people watching this live cam here from Jackson, Mississippi. We had even more earlier. We do have tons of wind damage reports. Trees and power lines down on Bill Downing Road. Possible tornado. Again, that's actually likely from the Oakley tornado. We have trees down there in Edwards. Tree down on Old Port Gibson Road in Learned. It happened twice. Okay. Yeah, just let me know if I cut out again. Yeah, this line that went through Jackson, Mississippi did do quite a bit of damage. Tree down on a car. That's not good. Several trees down in the Redwood and Oak Ridge areas. Vicksburg, we talked about this last stream, but it's reporting widespread down trees and numerous power lines down in Vicksburg, Mississippi there. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch for the line that is going through central and southern Mississippi now, by the way. That was not in effect last stream, but now it is. So yeah, again, some sort of tornado definitely touched down at some point here in the general vicinity of Toro, Louisiana. Again, it was likely brief and weak, but our biggest wind producer at this point is all the way back up in Oklahoma, where we don't have even a marginal risk of severe weather for this area here. That's crazy. Sorry, my chair's really squeaky. Wow, look at all that hail there to the north of Barnes Prairie. It's a very impressive hail course, 74 dBZs in some spots. Again, that's off to the north of Barnes Prairie, Mississippi. This severe thunderstorm watch is actually pretty considerable. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way. That's going to be down there in Louisiana, near Ringgold. But yeah, we do have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect, which, again, it's relatively significant here. Or sorry, that was in effect last stream. Yeah, I think it was. We do seriously have a new severe thunderstorm watch down in South Texas since last stream. We talked about how there was the potential for one, but now it is in effect. Mainly driven by wind and hail, but a low-end tornado threat is going to be associated with that. And that's that new watch down there in southern Texas. We already have some storms firing off here in this general area. We're going to start to see this. Like, something like this is going to evolve very quickly here. Like this cell northwest of La Prairie, 10 minutes ago, that was nothing. And now we've got a thunderstorm out of it. Soon it's probably going to be even a severe thunderstorm because of how quickly it's growing. We saw something like that back on, like, was it February 27th or 28th? I don't remember, but it was up here in northwest Illinois. We saw sprinkles turn into severe thunderstorms within 20 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even quicker than that. I don't really remember. I just remember thinking, wow, this is the quickest I've ever seen a severe storm develop. And that could happen again here. Again, no confirmation of a tornado technically, but we can tell there was definitely something on the ground near Toro, at least for a few seconds, I'm thinking. I think it's very unlikely that there wasn't. And again, that was in Louisiana. But right now things are calming down, so I do want to thank y'all for watching this live stream. We're going to end off here. Likely not going to be live again tonight, but I didn't think I was going to be live this time around. But if a tornado touches down between now and the next hour, I'll go live again. But if it doesn't, then I'm going to go ahead and thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. It's taking me forever to end the stream.